In the end, hindi naman dapat yung leadership natin yung nag-grow sa ating mga nililid. It is actually Jesus Christ.
Are you ready to level up your leadership? We all need to fill our cup before we can pour out to others. Let's clear out any blocks and clogs through this series and find our leadership flow.
Welcome to Victory Baliwag Leadership Flow, episode 49. And we're going to talk about the importance of transition. And nobody leads forever. Okay? And leadership is temporary and transitions are inevitable. So if you think you're going to be a volunteer for the rest of your life, or a leader for the rest of your life, an intern for the rest of your life, you are wrong. Am I gonna be a senior pastor for the rest of my life? Yung marriage nga till death do us part, ito pa kayang mga ginagawa natin sa simbahan. So, transitions are inevitable. And so, like the airplane landing and taking off on a runway, we can glean some wisdom, no? Doon tungkol sa leadership, airplane, runway. Somebody is taking off, somebody is landing. So, how can we glean principles from there? Now, of course, ang una natin maisip is the challenges of transition. Most challenges in leadership transition are related to taking off and landing, no? And even with airplane statistics, 49% of airline fatalities happen during the landing. Okay, maraming namamatay pag nagla-landing. 49% of the fatalities. And 14% happen during the take-off phase. So that is a whooping more than 60%, 63% ng mga fatalities sa airplane ay nasa take-off and landing. Now, relate that to church. No? Marami sa mga leader, volunteer, intern, nagkakaproblema pag nag-uumpisa. At pag nagtatapos na sila. Pero habang ginagawa nila yung ministry, okay pa sila. No? Parang it seems okay lang tayo. But we need to think about this because leadership transitions are always inevitable. And so what are the challenges, no? In Cebu Pacific Flight 387, domestic Cebu flight from Manila to Cagayan de Oro, February 2, 1998. Ako po yan po yung dapat sasakyan namin airplane pa uwi ng Cagayan de Oro. But buti na lang hindi, na-delay kami ng 1 week. The 31-year-old McDonnell Douglas DC-932 crashed on the slopes of Mount Sumagaya in Claveria. The incident resulted in the deaths of all 104 passengers and crew on board. The plane left Manila at 1 p.m. and was scheduled to arrive 3:03 in Cagayan de Oro. The plane made a stopover at Tacloban. And so nagkaroon siya ng unscheduled na stopover. About whether it was scheduled or unscheduled, according to one source, the flight made an unscheduled stop at Tacloban to deliver needed airplane tire for Cebu Pacific aircraft. The last contact was 15 minutes before the plane was due to land with the airports at air traffic control. In that transmission, the pilot said he was 68 kilometers. Biruin mo, konti na lang, 68 kilometers na lang. Biglang may bumulagang bundok, no? At imbis na nakalanding sila, bumangga sila sa bundok. And so you see, I think the main concern is not really just to sustain your victory groups, sustain your volunteer ministries, sustain the ministry. The key is really in the taking off and the landing. So dapat naisip natin yun. So mga other challenges pa is the runway incursion, meaning palabas ka, no, sa highway. And minsan nagkakaproblema kasi maraming pila. Taxi, di ba? Alam mo yung taxi, nagkakasunod-sunod yung aeroplano. And so that's lalo na sa Manila airport. Kaya nga maganda sa Clark no, recently kasi mas konti airplane because there is a lot of runway incursion, meaning masyadong pila, hindi tuloy maka-take off So in a way, baka ganun din sa leadership, no? Maraming nakapila, maraming magulo kung ako na ba yung next in line. So, sometimes people need to be encouraged so that they could lead, and maybe kailangan ng sistema para hindi crowded doon sa runway. Siyempre, yung runway excursion naman, yung paglanding, no? Yun, di mo alam, may bundok pala, yung iba nag-expect na ang lalandingan nila ay semento, yung pala buhangin. Lalo na siguro nung mga unang panahon pa sa Boracay. Siyempre, iba yung landing sa buhangin, iba yung landing sa babato, iba yung landing sa yung semento lang talaga. Siyempre, meron ding runway confusion, no? Na hindi nila alam kung maiksi o mahaba yung runway. Okay, so and so sometimes masyadong mabilis yung transition. Yung pala dapat mahaba yung runway, or masyadong matagal naman masyado. Nainip na yung next generation leader. And so, if you think there is no biblical basis for this, John 3:30 says it clear, no? John 3:30, He must increase, but I must decrease. Okay, so in the end, hindi naman dapat yung leadership natin yung nag-grow sa ating mga nililid. It is actually Jesus Christ. We're just here to help them. We must decrease and He must increase. So, si Jesus hindi yan temporary, eternal siya. Mula noon hanggang ngayon, siya pa rin ang ultimate leader natin sa church. And so, hopefully we have an attitude of decreasing so that others might increase, because it's not really about us, it's about Jesus Christ. No? So, even si Paul, no, sabi niya dun sa Acts 20:28, take careful attention to yourselves and to all the flock in which the Holy Spirit has made you overseers to care for the church of God, which He obtained with His own blood. Sabi ng verse 29, I know that after my departure, fierce wolves. So, nagpapaalam si Paul, sabi niya, I'm gonna depart, no, parang airplane, departure, will come in among you. There are gonna be fierce wolves. So, in between nilalaunch ang isang leader at naglalanding na siya, in between nun okay, pero alam natin na pag may transition, nandoon nagtitake advantage ang mga wolves. And so kaya kailangan natin ayusin is because in the transitions, the wolves will come, not sparing the flock. Anong gagawin ng mga wolves? And from among your own selves will arise men, no? So even yung mga nasa loob ng church will speak twisted things to draw away the disciples after them. Alam natin na wolves sila because they draw people to themselves and not really point them to Jesus Christ. Therefore, be alert, remembering that for 3 years I did not cease night or day to admonish everyone with tears. And now I commend you to God and to the word of His grace. Now, yung grace is not opposed to preparation. So, while we can, kaya nga tayo may leadership flow, no? I think one of these days, matagal pa naman to, mga hundreds of years from now, wala na ako, and hopefully, ma-appreciate natin to. Kasi, this is an effort by us, no? The volunteers, to pass it on, no? So that, may susundan yung mga susunod sa atin. But syempre, hindi enough to, kahit anong preparation ang gawin natin. Kailangan pa rin talaga ng grace ni God. Kaya sabi ni Paul doon, wala na akong magagawa, pinag-pray ko na kayo, tinuruan ko na kayo, and now I commend you to God and to the word of His grace, which is able to build you up and to give you the inheritance among all those who are sanctified. At ang inheritance natin, syempre si God and His people. Ayaw natin masira yung relationship natin with God. Ayaw din natin masira yung community and draw people away from Christ. At mangyayari lang yan if we will learn how to decrease so that Christ will increase, even the next generation of leaders will increase. And so that's how we flow in our leadership. Thank you.